Hey folks, it's Tourism Tim Warren here, back on the series on really how to get more social media reviews. And when you get lots of reviews, your bookings are going to go way up. So I'm continuing my adventure guide look here. What do you guys think? Do you like the white hat better, or do you like the Indiana Jones hat better? So anyway, we're going to do this one today. So yesterday and the day before, we talked about a couple things. Quick review, surveys. If you gotta know how your customers feel before they like your service, or did it suck. You got to know before they leave, so that you can either ask them for a review or do damage control. Two, you want to use proven psychology that has been used and studied for hundreds of thousands of businesses all over the world by the greatest scientists, and that follow the teachings of this gentleman, Dr. Robert Cialdini, The Psychology of Persuasion, Influence, a classic book. And I have built a script. I'm going to show you step by step. It's a 10-point script, and it's so important. It's so simple and so easy, but I'm going to take it over 2 videos. We're going to break it down step by step so you understand clearly why it works and what your job is, and how you ask is critical. And I think I'm going to post this actual script on my website, travelbusinesssuccess.com, so that you could download this and use it for whether you've got a hotel, bed and breakfast, lodge, resort, travel agency, tour operation. Folks, it doesn't really matter. If you're in the service business and you want to get more bookings or more business, it is critical that you get lots of positive social media reviews. Nothing except a direct referral from a trusted friend is more trusted than social media reviews. So you want to get more business, you've got to get more reviews. And to get more reviews, your service has got to rock, and you've got to learn how to ask your customers properly so that a higher percentage is willing to give you reviews. So let's start. And I haven't got my glasses on because I noticed in previous videos that it's a weird ass reflection. So here's the goal. We want to engage our happy customers, and we want to get more social media reviews. So remember, in the previous videos, I said the first step is that we are assuming that you have an internal rating of 4 or higher. That's on the internal survey. If you didn't see that, go to video 1 and video 2 in this series, and it's going to talk to you about this internal survey, and I even show you an example we've used that rocks, that gets a really, really high engagement rate. So if you're 4 or higher, the first step is you start the asking of review. If it's 3 or lower, hey folks, you got damage control to do. They are not a happy camper, and that's item number 2 here, bullet point number 2. If it's a 3 or less, anything less than a 4, you better find out what made it that. Why was it that score, and what do you need to do to move it up? Let's say give it a 3.5. Ask them what would have taken it to move it to a 4. Generally, it's not that much. It's something you can usually resolve on the spot, and then you have someone who's a happy camper, and then you can move to asking for reviews. So let's jump into this. So very first thing is about like this, and I mentioned in the video before about the psychology, and we're going to tap into proven psychological principles. The number 1 is likability. If someone likes you, if they feel connected with you, and there's exchange, and they're more likely to engage you back in the conversation you're having with them, and do the favor that you're going to ask them in a little bit, which is give you a review. So number 1, connect with your customers. Ask them, where did they go? What did they most enjoy? How was their stay? What was their most memorable moment? And get them talking about their experience. And the more that you can ask them questions and engage them, the higher the likability factor. And then secondly, gratitude. Number 2, nothing is more important than being grateful for your business. And this works if you're a restaurant. This is a dry cleaner. This is all the same. Thanking people for what the business they gave you, and outright saying thank you for being a customer. So you have likability and gratitude. So this is where it's really important you follow the script. Number 3, and I can see that I'm only going to get through about 3 or 4 of these things, so we're definitely going to do this in at least a 2-part series. So we're on to step 3 now. which is you've asked them, you thank them for being a customer. Step 3, how did you find us? Chances are they found you online. It was a referral, a review. Maybe they read an article about you somewhere, but all of these tend to fall into the category of social proof, meaning someone said something about you that was help influencing their choice on whether they should go with you or not. So there's 2 choices in step 3. One, yes, they did read a review. They heard about you in one of these choices, or if they did not mention reviews as the source of finding your business, we're going to go to step 5. But first, let's stick to step 4. Step 4 is they said, yeah, well, I found you online, and I may have and they may have said, yeah, I found you online. That's a most typical thing. And then you might ask them, if they did mention reviews, ask them, did you read any of our reviews? Assuming that your reviews are good. If your reviews stink, then you got a problem. But let's just assume you've got the reviews that you do have are good. So if they said, yes, this is super important for us, you say to them, yes, their reviews are super important for us too. And you're just acknowledging that they read a review, and you're acknowledging that reviews are really important to you too. Now, remember, in previous question number 3, it says if they did not mention they read reviews as a source of finding your business, ask question number 5. So if they did review, then we'll go to step 6, and we're going to cover that starting in the next video. But let me just finish up in step 5. If they said, I found you online, and no, I did not read any review, you ask them the open-ended question: Do you use reviews to help you guide on any other purchases, food, movies, etc.? You're getting them to think about how do they use reviews in their own decision making. And it can have nothing to do with you, but what we're trying to establish here are that reviews help them make wise choices, and they're really important. And it's because it helped them, it's going to tie in into how it's going to help us. And so we're going to leave it at that. Remember, I will be posting this travelbusinesssuccess.com. I know it's a little confusing, and I think that you probably, if you look at this document, which I'll have on my site, while you're listening to this, and we'll go through it, and I'll go through it again and again to make sure you understand it step by step. What I can tell you, it has been the magic key to increasing one of my clients. We increased our review rate about 300%. We went from ranking 3 or 4 in our category to 1 and 2. And when you get in the top of your ranking of your category, I promise you your inquiries and your bookings are going to go way up. I'm talking 2, 3, 5, 10x of what you might have been doing before, just by getting lots of good reviews. So this is Tourism Tim saying thank you very much. If you like this content, if it makes sense to you, hey, it would really help me out if you would, right below this video, like it, share it, ask questions, make comments. I would like to know what it is you want to know more about that's going to help you with your tourism, travel, or hospitality business dream. I've been at this for almost over 25 years, helping businesses just like you grow. And if this has been helpful for you, this is your opportunity to help me. And tomorrow I'm going to show you what I just did and how that fits right into reciprocity, something we'll cover tomorrow. We're going to talk about social proof, and we're also going to talk about permission. So these are really the other secret sauce to getting more reviews. Thank you so much. Tourism Tim signing off.